Boom! Have you ever wondered what would happen if the world powers were to go nuke? What if? What if residents of Hiroshima and Nagasaki were aware or prepared for the first two and only nuclear bombs ever used in combat? According to many credible reports, but they were aware, kind of, but not prepared. Okay guys, welcome back to our channel, and today we dive into survival skills, how to get through a nuclear war. You know, the 34th POTUS, Dwight D. Eisenhower, who became a 5-star general during World War II, famously remarked, "In preparing for battle, I've always found that plans are useless, but planning is indispensable." So hey, some planning on how to survive a nuclear war could prove helpful in the future. Who knows? Here are 5 things you need to know. Number 5. Get inside. Get some cover. Except for a few septuagenarians, much more older folks, or military persons watching this video, it's safe to say the majority of us have never experienced a nuclear bombing. So yeah, there might be a temptation to look or take some selfies. But hey, that's certainly a bad idea. The initial flash of light from a nuclear explosion can make you partial or completely blind, and that's if you're far away from the blast, not to be completely toasted, say at least a few miles away. So, get some cover. The U.S. Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, advises that in the event of a nuclear attack, you should take cover as quickly as you can, below ground if possible, and stay there until instructed to do otherwise. If you have a nice basement, where you can feel safe until a rescue team comes alone, then do so, or just stay inside the house. If you are outside when the blast occurred, take off your clothes to shrug off the radioactive particles on them. You don't need some military base. Your normal house should do just fine. Stay away from the windows and rooms with many movable objects, as much as possible too. Number 4. Run or drive. Bad idea. Want to pull some anti-nuke driveway stunt with your car, like some Hawaiians did earlier in the 2018 false alert? LOL. It's a no. That's a bad idea. It's the worst place you want to be when a nuclear bomb goes off. Scientifically, cars have no protection from radiation, from the ignitable petrol engines to the potential flash blindness for drivers, or even being stuck in traffic. Your car is never the right place to be. Car structures simply do not protect at all. Number 3. Avoid the fallout. If a nuke goes off, the explosion spreads numerous radioactive particles, and after they gradually rain down as radioactive ash. This can lead to radiation sickness or numerous types of cancer. There's going to be a lot of debris flying around, so try as much as possible to stay indoors. The thermal radiation from the nuke, 2 to 8 miles away, would cause third-degree burns for those not killed by the blast. And the radiation can kill your pain receptors, and you may not feel the pains. Experts predict those down in the area of the blast will get significantly more damage from the blast, such as tissue burns and high doses of radiation. Should a 10-kiloton nuke go off on people within the 8 to 10 mile radius and more, stand an 80 to 90% chance of survival. So, avoid the fallout, and seek medical attention if you need one, and if you can get one. Number 2. Have a basic emergency kit. Remember the words of President Eisenhower. Planning is indispensable. Getting a basic emergency kit with a few medical supplies will prepare you for a nuclear disaster. Potassium iodide pills can protect your internal organs from radioiodine intake, although experts are not entirely sure this would help in a real nuke situation. Drinkable water and non-perishable food items are indispensable too, as you might not have any time to go get some pizza at the grocery store. You know, like some quarantine style. The electricity supply will likely go out. Get a flashlight. Get a map and a compass in your kit for easy navigation, and a whistle to call for some help. It's very much likely that all cellular networks will go off, and telecommunication channels will shut off. A battery-powered radio will be very handy. Okay, before we run through our last survival tip, here's a quick question. Which country has the highest number of nuclear warheads? US, China, Russia, France, or the UK? Russia is the answer. With about 7,000 nuclear warheads, Russia has the highest number of nuclear warheads. Number 1. Nuclear wars won't kill us all. Get some space. Okay, let's debunk the myth that a nuclear bomb explosion will kill us all. No, it won't. It would take somewhere around 120,000 nuclear warheads to wipe out the US alone. Meanwhile, the total number of warheads available globally isn't even up to a quarter of that figure. Well, if you're at least aware of a nuclear bombing beforehand, your best bet would be to migrate from the city/town before the blast. Reports have shown that residents of Hiroshima and Nagasaki were issued warning leaflets before the nuclear bombs were dropped, although it wasn't exactly clear how precise these leaflets were, given that the nuclear bombs had never been used in combat before that time. But should you get a potential nuclear alert, then move. Evacuate the area to a less dense location. Major cities and densely populated areas are possible targets in the events of a nuclear war, so get some space away from these areas. Just for the records, all the countries with a potential nuclear threat at the moment are in the Northern Hemisphere, with the US and Russia possessing 90% of all nuclear warheads globally. So a move to somewhere in the Southern Hemisphere when a nuclear war begins could be potentially life-saving. Okay guys, would you move down to survive a nuke? Let us know in the comment section down below. Okay, that's it for today guys. Nuclear wars are better imagined than experienced. Well, the good news is, less than 10 countries of the world are currently in possession of nuclear weapons, and except for a major change in the progression of events, it's unlikely we're going to experience a nuclear war soon. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content. Please share this video with your friends if you enjoyed it, but we hope we never need it. Bye for now.